you had a talk about your version of time and how it was stacked like flip cards.
Mm.
And I remember it at the time, the impression that it made on me, and how much I loved that concept of it being an accessible stack of possibilities rather than a linear progression of time.
Hmm.
And then I just wondered if you could revisit that because I didn't take any notes on it at the time.
Time is a construct necessary to be able to live in three-dimensional reality. The idea of time, the analogy that the conduit Jennifer used was a stack of cards where you can flip through the cards and you can see a horse running, almost like you could pull out one of the cards and you could get a place in time that is different than the one that you are in. It is true that you can access different spaces in time, but notice that we are talking about time as though they are spaces, not as though they're in some place in a linear model. When you hear scientists talking of space-time, imagine that space-time is what time is. In other words, imagine that in the quantum field, time really is, it refers to spaces in reality. Imagine more like locations, locations in the quantum physical field. Rather than being linear, imagine them more like on a computer, whether you know computers or not. Everything that you save has a location on your hard drive. Imagine that all things that could happen, have happened, and are happening. The reference to could happen into the future or have happened into the past doesn't exist on the hard drive. There's just a bunch of things that exist, a bunch of possible happenstances, and they have various locations. And depending on your frequency, you will have the experience of that particular location that adheres to that frequency, that is aligned, that is resonant with. Now, most people have sequential experiences of time because you're at this frequency now. Perhaps we have a great conversation, then you evolve your perspective on life. And so the next natural conversation happens, or the next natural aspect of life happens, or that which you can imagine could have happened because of a conversation like that then happens. And of course, it looks sequential. Well, yesterday I was like this. I had this great conversation. This morning I woke up, I was like this. You can perceive this, you can understand it. It is an expectation that you have based on the linear model of living here on Earth. Now, can you skip chunks of time? Absolutely. Almost everyone here has done it when you are driving or when you are walking and you don't know how you got from A to M and you missed all the letters in between. You have no idea how you got to this spot, or perhaps you even skipped time. One of your genetic superpowers is to transcend time and cut out time and have the experience of being beyond time and then just arriving at your destination 15 minutes early.